Okay, go ahead and get started on a random reading of whatever comes out. Um, let's start it off. All right. Here. Okay. Okay. Start it off with your current situation. Current oof, current situation for this reading that's coming out. The truth. Current situation is the truth coming out. The truth about something. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. It's definitely someone wishing they could take your place. The Seven of Wands is like smile on your face, but all the time they want to take your place. This is talking about right under it is the Nine of Swords upside down. Okay, so you're not worried about it. This person was hoping that you would, I guess, be suffering or feeling like you're imprisoned because you know you are aware that this person wants to take your place. This person wants to be you. Okay, they smile at your in your face, but want to take your place, meaning that this person, okay, they're brokenhearted because they can't hold on to something that belongs to you. They can't control something that belongs to you. They are brokenhearted. But I think they wanted to break your heart by trying to take something that belongs to you. They wanted you to be brokenhearted once they feel as if you feel it's lost to them. But they really don't like you. They want to break your heart or want to see you brokenhearted. And that's currently that's how they feel. But the thing is that the truth is coming out and they have to eat the truth, meaning that you live by the truth. So this is the heartbreak they want you to feel also is to feel like you are imprisoned. They want you to feel like you are imprisoned. Okay. Like you are stuck. Okay. And can't go anywhere. But because you're not acting it out, you're not acting it out. Okay. You're not walking at, you're not doing what they want. You're living by the truth. And the truth is that they can't be you. They want you trapped in your head, making you feel like you are caged in. But look, the card Nine of Swords. You're not stuck, especially in your head. You don't feel caged in. You don't feel stuck. This is not what they wanted you to. This is not the energy they wanted for you. They wanted you to feel heartbroken, like people. They want you to feel like no one loves you, no one wants you. Okay. At the same time, this is the same people trying to be you, trying to they're stealing your messages, pretending to talk like you, pretending to walk like you, dress like you, act like you. But at the same time, like it literally is right there. You're protecting with the Seven of Wands, you're protecting, or it's saying, or it could be that it's the universe saying that your stuff is your things are protected when it comes to your messages. You're you're protected. Okay, you're whatever it is that you're supposed to do in the future as far as messages or ideas, it's protected. And you are protecting it yourself. You may be the one telling yourself you're not going to put out ideas unless you get your wealth. Because there are people out there that want to steal your wealth, want to steal your message, want to be you. They want to be the messenger of what you said, what you were, they want to be a messenger of your calling. These are people that wish it was them and it's not them. Smile on your face, but really want to be you. Want to take your place. They want to be you. Can't be you. It says you, whatever it is, the idea with the bird and the wand, that's an idea. The bird has the idea in its mouth and it's not letting go. It's going to build its house, its foundation, its world. It's going to build with its own idea. That means you're going to make money off of your idea. And they want to be you so badly. They want to take what's yours and make you feel like you're imprisoned, but you don't feel imprisoned. You rescued yourself. You got out of that cage. It says you were never in the cage. You just felt like you were. Cage is empty. Even if it was upright, they just wanted you to feel sad, lonely, isolated, imprisoned in your head. They wanted you to be lonely in your bed. So if a partner rejected you or if a family member, people stopped talking to you, they wanted you to feel, if people stopped talking to you, they wanted you to feel isolated, alone, and by yourself and felt like there was no one there with you. Okay. But it's upside down. They wanted you to sabotage yourself, you to feel this way about yourself. And they just do the, you know, watching and the behavior of people sabotaging you, but look like they're not. Okay. And it just looks like it's you doing all the sabotage of yourself. Like you're the one messed up and crazy and you're just messing up your own life. People are purposely hoping you have heartbreak and they are orchestrating it. But you're not doing what they want. You're not doing what they want. They want you to feel caged in. There's a cage there, but it's empty. They want you, if it's upright, they want you to feel like you're in there, but you're not. Upside down or upright. Okay, upside down or upright, no one is still in the cage. No one is in the cage. It's empty. Or they want you to put yourself in there. That's what they want. They want you to do something to end up in jail or end up in some mental ward um or in a relationship that's no good, but you tie yourself to it, or you stuck in a relationship where the person is ghosting you, but you keep staying in it and holding on tight to them coming back one day. They want you to, this is heartbreak. They want you to break your own heart while they're orchestrating things that will make it happen. They want everybody to think that you're doing this to yourself when it's but it's upside down. No one is going to think that you was doing this to yourself when people start to celebrate you. We go from the 6 of Wands to 7. Now you're protecting your victory. 7 of Wands after the 6 of Wands, victory. And now look, 6 wands back there. One, two, three. Was this? Oh, no, 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 no. That's 9. Oh my gosh. I thought that was the 7 of Wands. What was I thinking? You went past 7. You went past 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're determined. Okay, determination. That 8 is you're determined to put out a message. There's 8 wands standing up. And then you have the 9th wand where it means that you are determined to put out this message. Okay. But you went past the 6. And you know what? Let me start the new beginning. The 2 is deciding which direction to go. And okay, so if you're a tarot reader, you've decided to stay within religion or stay within the unconventional. So you picked unconventional tarot reader, okay? The one that wants to do something a little different with wisdom, where you're not conforming to just using someone else's brain instead of yours, okay? So you made a decision, religion or unconventional. So if you're a tarot reader, this is an example. You chose unconventional. And so the third one is that you launched it. You went on and you went towards that unconventional, okay, mindset. And in that walk, found tarot reading. Okay, you became a tarot reader or inspirational reader. That's or inspirational person. That's what you launched. Okay, that's the third one. That's what you're on right now. If you're a tarot reader, that's what you're on. You're inspirational speaker. Okay, you made a decision. First, you had this new beginning. Okay, but then you had two ones. This new beginning may have been religion, but then another one showed up and says, there's something else, unconventional. Choose one of these. You chose one, so you launched in a new direction, which is the third one. The third one says, what else do we want to do? Let's share this with family. Let's share this with a partner. So that's the four wants, wanting to inspire people that are in your family, taking it to the next step. You're inspiring people outside of your family when you took the third wand. You went out. Now you're looking towards family when you look at the fourth wand, something traditional mixed in with this new unconventional. Okay. So you're thinking to add this to your family life. Okay. So you probably, some people in your family probably understand you, probably don't. That's the four wands. Um, you're adding tradition and unconventional. Okay. Some of the people in your family have probably already been unconventional, but you're mixing both and you're dismantling one, um, trying to dismantle one to make sense out of it. You're not purposely dismantling it, but the reason you went towards unconventional is because the traditional was confusing. It had contradictions. So this is why you chose unconventional to decide to figure out which one is better for you. Everybody has their preference. Some people are comfortable in tradition. That's fine. Um, oh my goodness. So we have the four wants. You want to share this with family. You see, you're going to treat your family and lovers a little bit different, and friends. They may not understand it though. Okay, and then some people may or may not understand you. So then you go towards the the five of wands. You're gonna have competition, especially if you're doing tarot. You have a lot of people competing, but there are people that are not telling the truth. They're going to be competing with you as well. You're going to have a lot of petty behavior. People are not going to understand you. You're going to have rivalries with competitors, family, because you're going towards a path that's unconventional. Okay, a path that you're analyzing, figuring out things. You're breaking things down and using wisdom. Things that are hidden from the world are being shown to you, even though the people in your family, friends, and lovers don't see what you see. Okay. But that's where you're going to see a lot of rivalries. People don't understand you, little arguments, petty discussions. You're going to start seeing some of the things that are petty as well at the five of wands. Then you get to the six of wands. I'm guessing with competition, you're going to learn your competitors. And that six of wands is going to bring you to victory because you're going to know how to compete with them. You're going to learn their competitive ways. Okay. And you're going to get the victory on whatever you're trying to do to reach the people, speak to the people. But that's just six of wands right there. And seven of wands is when you start protecting your assets, your friendships, your new friendships, your relationships. You're in protective mode, and so should be the people that you're working with, right? And then we go with the eight of wands. Now that you've protected what you have, you can pretty much make videos, speeches, travel to meet people. Okay, so that's the eight of wands is, and also your messages go before you. Like if you're in this country, your message can be on a platform or from word of mouth. It can reach far with the eight of wands. Okay. This is where you're heading. And so now you're at a nine and you're determined to keep at it. Okay. You're determined to also keep at it, keep the messages going, the the new beginnings. You're not going to give up on trying to find new things to do. That's where we get that nine of wands. You're determined. So yes, you're going to have competition because the five of wands is inside this. Okay. I saw the I don't know why I thought it was seven of wands, but you will have people before your victory smiling, before your victory, you're going to have people that want to be you. But then I see why I said this now, because after the six of wands is the seven of wands. And there are going to be people smiling in your face but want to take your place. That means you already have your victory. That's after the six of wands is, see, the victory is the six of wands. Something, see, it was anything that happened in this reading is not a coincidence. I thought that was a seven, but there is a seven of wands in here. It is right there. Okay. But I was meant to see that and talk about that because that's in the reading as well. Smile in your face, but want to take your place. That means these people, this is why you're no longer trapped. You no longer feel trapped in your head or anything. And they notice it, but they thought heartbreak was going to keep you stuck in your head, imprison yourself. Okay. They did everything to make you heartbroken. So just like separation, isolation, and some of them redirected your love interest. Anybody that might be interested in you, friendships, jobs they kept from you. If they knew you were applying somewhere, they will hack your computer and make sure it rerouted or deleted or stop it from getting to its destination. Emails, the PO box, post office, your mail. These people were redirecting everything, making you feel isolated, like nothing, nobody wanted to offer you anything. Even jobs you worked for were declining you. You may have worked at that job for 10 years and maybe there was an injury. And, a couple of years later, you want to go back and this job sends you a notification that you don't qualify. How is it you don't qualify? You used to work directly with these people. But that's the type of energy we have where people were trying to block you. Okay, hoping that a broken heart will keep you stuck in bed, crying, sad, isolated, feeling lonely. But it's upside down. But you're in your victory. That's why I was wondering what's happening when the nine of swords is upside down. I was wondering what was happening. And you were in the spotlight. You're already in the spotlight when this is happening, when this reading takes place. You are already in the spotlight. You're already being noticed. This is why they want to take your place. You're already in it. This is future energy for someone, or maybe someone is currently in the limelight for something that they're doing, an idea, a business, or maybe it's marriage. Maybe you're marrying someone, okay, and somebody that was trying to control your finances, trying to control your relationships, hoping you stay brokenhearted, and then somebody comes along and you're in a relationship and you're prospering. This person probably has a lot of money and now you're not broke, you're not stuck, and now they can't control you being in poverty. Okay. So man, this is not good. Whatever is going on here, somebody really either wanted to take your place and didn't want you to get the victory, or I mean, yeah, they didn't want that. Okay. They wanted you brokenhearted and stuck financially. Brokenhearted and financially control your income, which is the Four of Pentacles. Brokenhearted and the Four of Pentacles. That tells you everything you need to know. And look what's upside down. It's upside down, but this used to be up. That's why it's upside down. The Nine of Swords. A mental prison. Wow. Crying. Feeling sad, lonely. Why are these are cards of heartbreak? All the cards of heartbreak. But you're not in that. If you're in your victory, this is what they wanted, but it's upside down. You are not in that cage they wanted you to be in. They wanted you to put yourself in. I'm seeing lonely nest. They wanted you isolated. You're no longer isolated. If you're if that scenario is for you where you are in a relationship or will be in the future, that this scenario no longer works for you. It's no longer an empty nest or a lonely nest while you watch other couples. Now you don't have to watch other couples have the relationship that you've been wanting or your person go on to somebody else. We have these two birds here together while you were in your nest, isolated by yourself. Some people didn't even want you to get pregnant. They wanted you to be infertile. So they may have been trying different things with food, chemicals, hair products, lotions, um, uh, things that the underwears, the if you're a female, the pads that you wear for your periods. They may be putting chemicals in those things. You just never know. And then the men with the underwear, they may be doing things with your underwear when you buy them in the store, or if you're at home. These people are doing things to try to make you infertile. Maybe the food you eat, a drink, or something that you buy in the store. They may have chemicals that make you infertile. Mm-hmm. Mm. My lip is dry. Mm. Hold on for a minute, because when I feel my lip is dry, mm, let me put my lipstick on. Put that lipstick back on. Hi, you cold? Put a blanket on you. Flora. Yeah, my lip was dry. I couldn't keep talking. It just felt weird and heavy. Felt a little bit heavy with all that dryness on there. Okay, I'm better. Okay. All right. So, man, that's kind of harsh how somebody really wanted your finances to be controlled and minimum finances and controlled. I mean, they were keeping tabs on every penny, every dime, every nickel, every dollar that you had. And they made sure people were able to spy into your account to tell them what's left. Okay. And they will watch every place you went to spend money. They probably know what your bills are to the second, to the penny. So they'll know how much you have left in your bank account or in your purse. Okay. This is how control freak these people are or were, whatever. That's crazy. It's breaking their heart that they can't do this. Like in the future, it's breaking their heart that they cannot control you. That's crazy. Oh no. Look, it's breaking their heart that, that it's even helping you. This heartbreak, you're sitting on the sword. You're sitting on top of one of the swords. And the crazy part is that these people that have broken your heart, they can't even sit on top of their swords and look up high and say, I conquered this. Look, they're flying away, not taking accountability, or at least going through the dark night of the soul and realizing that this you came through this. You know, look at that bird just sitting up there looking around like, yeah, I did that. I went through all that heartbreak and I came through it. Look at everybody else flying away from the situation they put you in. And when they're in heartbreak, they can't even deal with it. Yeah, you sitting on that heartbreak. You learning from it. These people are running. They don't want to feel the heartbreak. Mm, 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 mm. I've never saw that meaning in that card before. What is going on? I've never read that. I've never seen those things that I just said about this card ever before. Never said that ever before. This is my first time saying that because I'm seeing it for the first time in the card. This is crazy. It's like these cards never cease. I mean, you can use these. That's crazy. When you start to see new things inside something that you have been seeing for years. I've had these cards for years. Never have I seen that meaning identified in this card. I'm surprised and I'm very amazed that I can read that deep into it now. Something in me has changed and I like it. It means I have more wisdom due to heartbreak as well. Yeah, sit on that. You gotta go through it. Some people, they want the people that did all this to you, they're gonna be brokenhearted because you got away from their grasp. Okay, you got away from their grasp. But these people wanted to control your finances, and they're gonna be heartbroken and devastated. They're gonna run away and hide from their own heartbreak. They can't take it. Mm, 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 mm. You know what? I just saw another meaning. Oh, hell to the no. We got the four of Pentacles right here next to this bird standing on the sword that's saying, "Yes, I dealt with that heartbreak, and I went through the dark night of the soul. Yes, it was tough, but you went through it anyway, right?" All right, so I see this bird right here. All right, okay, so when you say you're really wearing, you're standing on this, you're wearing it. Now the money coming in for you is literally saying you're gonna be wearing it. Like, look at this bird. It looks like it has the pentacles as a bikini, as a is holding it like it's a pasty or whatever. I don't know what to say. Okay, I don't know how else to describe it. It's holding the pentacles against his chest like a pasty, like pasties. Okay, but it's like you made it, and now you get to wear it. Okay, and it's your style, the way you wear your money. Okay, is the way you want to wear your money. Okay, you're not wearing you're not wearing your money the way they wanted you to dress, because then they started copying you. Okay, the reason people wanted to control you is so that they can also try to be you or copy you, or try to discourage you from wearing a certain outfit, dressing a certain way, doing your hair a certain way, by having people mimic you. Or when you go out in public, you'll see somebody wearing the same outfit, same clothes as you or your family member, same vehicles that park around your neighborhood, just like yours or like your family members. These people have done everything to be like you so you can stop being yourself. Whatever you're wearing, you see somebody wear it as soon as you walk out the door, they're wearing the same outfit. That's because there's cameras in your home. But you can't prove it. But these people happen to wear the same thing you're wearing the same day. As soon as you walk out the door, They're wearing the same thing as soon as you walk out there. They're indirectly telling you they have cameras in your home, but prove it. They want you to prove it because you can't prove it. So they show you ways that there is cameras in your home, but you can't prove it. How you gonna prove it? People are gonna think you're crazy because that's the point, is to make you, the nine of swords upright was to make you look crazy. Okay, but you're in your victory, so it doesn't even matter what they're doing anymore. You're in your victory wherever you are. They can't do a lot of stuff they were doing, and they're heartbroken because they was so stuck on trying to be you or ruin you. Now they're obsessed with it. Obsessed. That sounds like obsession. Mm. What's in the immediate future? What's about to happen in the future? I see soulmates, family, soulmate, or whatever. Okay. Ooh, wow. I guess the cards wanted to show you a visual of the nine of swords upside down. That thing just flew across the room from here to here. And it says, what is their fears? What is their fear? The fact that you are telling the truth is the reason you have your victory. And you're determined to make sure you keep telling the truth and putting out your message. You're determined. Even now, even if you're not in your blessing right now, when it comes to wealth, you're still determined to put out your messages. You're a messenger. That's all there is to it. You're a messenger, you're determined, and your message is the truth. Your current situation is that you're telling the truth. Okay? You're a truth teller. Nine of Swords upside down. Two cards, two decks. Wanted to let you know that the Nine of Swords is upside down. This is the end. I guess it wanted you to have a visual. Look at that. The end of you crying and worrying about their mess. Look at that. For some reason, the cards wanted you to have a visual, okay, of what it looked like, what I was describing as the Nine of Swords. For some reason, this Nine of Swords wasn't doing it enough, but the birds, I guess, was the illustration to let you know about the empty nest, how they wanted you to feel isolated, even infertile, or when your children move out, if you have any, they move out and you feel alone. Or if you have children at home but they're not adults that you can actually talk to, so you still feel lonely. They wanted you to be by yourself. If you're a single mom, still, with little ones at home, they want you to be by yourself and heartbroken. And who does that affect? That affects the children too, but these people don't give a damn. They don't care. As long as you are brokenhearted, they don't care. And you're trying to take care of children brokenhearted with hardly any money. They don't care. They don't care. So here the Nine of Swords come out again. And this time universe said, this is what it looks like. This is your fears. Their fear. This is their fear. Is that people will see that you are the truth and that you will not feel stuck. You will not feel imprisoned. You will not be crying over heartbreak. They don't want to see this. You're not crying. Some of you, you're just doing your readings. You're just chilling. Even though somebody just recently broke your heart, maybe a lot of people just recently broke your heart, and you're standing on it. You're like, okay, I'm brokenhearted. You broke my heart. It ain't nothing new. It's a Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords mean that this person probably broke your heart a lot of times, or a lot of people have done it so much you're used to it. You're so used to it. You're standing on it. You're standing on the heartbreak. Like, okay, any more? Any more heartbreaks? You. Bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. You like that. Yeah, it's funny. I'm like, how about you? Yeah. But yeah, no more sorrow. Those roses that someone didn't bring to you, the flowers no one cared to give you on holidays, birthdays. No longer do you care about it. You're like, okay, you're so used to it, you don't care. Okay. Wow. And that's the first card out of this deck. And we were just talking about the Nine of Swords right here. It's here on the, I'm literally looking at the Nine of Swords. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I counted. It's the right card, is Nine of Swords. Just to make sure, you know, because last time we got the Seven of Swords mixed up with the Seven of Wands mixed up with the Nine of Wands. Okay, so now you see, count the swords. Okay, it's the same card, both upside down, two different decks. All right, so that's crazy how it came out like that. That means this is the truth. First card out is that you are going to hear the truth right now in this reading. You're going to be hearing the truth in this reading. This is in the future. Like, this is what they fear. They fear that you are not going to be in sorrow. And currently, you are not sitting around crying about people that have just broke your heart recently because you're so used to people breaking your heart. It's cool now. And, you're so used to being, people holding on to, to your finances. They want you to be crying about that too. They want you to be crying that these bills are hard to pay and something may get shut off, something may get, too tight to hold on to. They want you to be heartbroken that something of yours they delayed or have told you, put a rejection on it. Okay, they've rejected something and they're hoping that this is breaking your heart. And so many things that they're doing, breaking your heart, messing with your money, making your money very tight. Okay, squeezing every dime out of you, that you're owing this and you're not able to pay that, and this is that energy. But they're like, okay, we want you to be crying. Why aren't you crying? We're doing all this crazy stuff to you. Why aren't you miserable? That's what they fear. They fear you not being miserable. What a bunch of weirdos. Okay, what is their hope? What is their hope for you? Because all this is about these people. All this, but currently they're afraid of the truth. That's their current energy. These people are hearing the truth. The current energy is that the truth is out. The truth is out there. The truth is in their face. The truth is everywhere. That's the current energy. And what are they doing because of the truth? Trying to stop it. Trying to stop you from telling the truth. Currently. Um actually this what is their hope for you? What is their hope for you? What do they hope happened to you? Remember, this is in the future. Like, because you already are in your victory. You're way past it. Remember, this is not this is stuff you've overcome over here. And you're no longer crying about it. So this is the energy of in the future while you're telling the truth. It says you're already telling the truth at the time. You're already a speaker that's telling the truth. Okay. And in some cases, this could be right now. I just thought about it. It could be right now where you are a speaker, inspirational speaker, a tarot reader, and you're speaking the truth, because this can also represent the Nine of Wands, where you are currently just speaking the truth. And these people are like wondering, why aren't you miserable? We're doing all these crazy things. We're messing with your love life. We're messing with your money. We're messing with family members and friends, neighbors, and whoever, turning them against you, turning them away from you, isolating you. messing with your money, making sure you can't afford certain things. But I also see the future is here. Okay. What is their hope for you? Hmm. I think that they hope this cycle ends, this cycle of truth. Oh, what they really wish could happen is that this cycle completes. You got to be freaking kidding me. These people are losers. They hope this cycle of truth ends. They're hoping this chapter of truth telling ends. This is what they're hoping. They're hoping this cycle of this truth telling ends. This cycle of you not crying over what they're doing ends. This is what they're hoping. Like, this is their hope. The world card. And if you have your wealth, they're hoping that that chapter is closed where they don't have to see that or live in the world where you are doing well or not crying over all the crap they're doing to you. Whoever they is, because we all know who they is, but yeah, they're going to think you're crazy if you say who they are. Okay. They're going to think you're crazy if everybody is saying the same thing at the same time, but everybody's crazy, but the people that are orchestrating all this crazy stuff behind the scenes to mess with your love life and your money. Okay. People being paid to do it. What is an immediate, what is behind you? What's behind these people? What is behind them? Ooh, I saw the five of pentacles. Is it five of pentacles? Poverty? Mm, mm, mm. Immediate past. I saw poverty. They don't want, what's, okay, what's behind them is you being in poverty. I saw the five of pentacles. What's behind them is seeing you like with your head down. I saw the five of pentacles. Ooh, the high priestess. All this is stuff you are not being told by anyone, but it's being revealed right now on this table. The high priestess is out on the bottom. Wow. This is hidden energy. These people are hidden. These is saying that these people are hidden in the background, orchestrating the orchestrating your demise in some way. The sabotage. That's what's hidden. People can't see, and they're like, when you say they, who do you mean they are messing with you, messing with your money, messing with your love life? Who's they? We can't prove it. We just know with the high priestess energy that when we apply for things or when we have certain relationships and these people never call back. They never look at you. They turn their head or they act like they don't see you. We know somebody has talked to that person and said something about you. But the cards never say what you have done for these people to have done this to you. But the cards always tell what they're doing, don't it? And it always shows treachery when you ask questions about people messing with you, it tells you they're messing with you. But when you pull cards and say, what are you doing wrong? What criminal act have you committed? It has nothing on the board, but hey, you're getting happiness. Hey, you told the truth. Hey, you're going towards the right way. You're getting your abundance. It says nothing but abundance for the people telling the truth. But when you ask about people that are stopping your finances, that are, stalking you, watching you, it says they have nothing good towards you. Take what you want from that message. Take what you need from that message. All right. Anyway, I saw the Five of Pentacles, meaning that these people are heartbroken that you are no longer going to be in poverty, or they hear that you're not going to be in poverty, and they just want this message of truth to end. They want it to be like, they don't want this to, they want it to end. They want the world card to come in and say, these people are too determined to get their message out. They just wanted to end this chapter of truth telling to end, so they can go back to, deceiving the people, which they are still deceiving the people. It's just, they just want your chapter to end. Like, you're taking too long sabotaging yourself. This is what they really want. They're doing things behind the scenes, but then they have you doing the walk and the talk, and making yourself look crazy, trying to combat the evil forces that are in your way. They want you to look crazy trying to combat it. But how can you fight an invisible enemy, but you actually see the enemies in front of you, but you can't prove it? So it becomes an invisible enemy and people think you're crazy. That's what they want. But these people are breaking their own heart and just want this to end. They're like, why are you not crying? When they need you to be like in your head and crying and feel stuck, and no matter what they do, they want you to feel miserable. If they've rejected something, they need you to be down and out, crying about it. They're sabotaging your devices, your vehicles, your home, your appliances. Like, they are doing the most. Your friendships, the lovers, they're doing everything, and yet you're still not crying. This is breaking their heart. They just want it to end. They're like, pretty much some of them are like, die already. Because they really want this chapter of truth telling to end. They want you to stop being determined to put out messages. They've done everything they can. But they got to make it look like you are sabotaging yourself. Because if they do, because they have an opportunity to just completely just like, end it, right? And whatever they want to end, because they got the government backing them, right? Because it's too organized for it to just be regular people doing it. Government agencies are involved. It's too organized. There's thousands of people involved in it. This is from city to city, state to state. And every state has people saying they're being stalked. Every state. So something this big is organized. These are corporations. So what I'm saying is that because it's a game to these people, they don't want to completely just get rid of people that they're stalking or hurting. They like to see you in heartbreak. They want to see you struggle with the little bit of money you have that they throw at you with a carrot, right? But you're not doing the one thing that they really need you to be doing, and that's being in your head thinking that you're stuck and in a prison with everything they've done to you. They need you to be crying and miserable. How dare you not be miserable? Goodness gracious. Let's see, what is the immediate past? Seven of Cups, rebirth, Ten of Wands. You have an options. Your rebirth, and you have an options. It's a freaking burden. They just want to get off of their back. Your new beginning, your rebirth, the new you. Okay, the new you. They can't stand it. Okay, they can't stand a new you, because a rebirth is like you're a different person. A rebirth means that The old you is gone and the new you has been birthed. A new you has taken over. This new you is awakened to the truth and speaks the truth. And your messages are such a burden to them. Such a burden. They're trying to figure out how to make you sabotage yourself. This is like so that you can be blamed for your own demise, for your own misery, while they orchestrate everything that leads to it. Okay? This is such a burden. Your messages are becoming a burden to them. They're probably just going to go ahead and let you just, with the 10 of Wands, there is kind of like someone giving up. All right. And maybe one or two people are giving up and is like, you know what, forget it. You know, we want this cycle to end. They're going to keep going. These people are determined to get this done. So someone's like, you know what? They're going to put out the message that they're done. You got it from here. So if let's say there's five different people that have been, five different teams that have been trying to take you down. Well, two of the teams are like, you know what? I'm good. We're out. Let the, y'all can, they're putting the burden on these other three teams to just go ahead and continue because they're tired. Some people are just tired of trying to put out fake messages. Some people are not even like, let's say people are pretending to be inspirational people or leaders or tarot readers. This is not their calling. Some people have gotten it become a burden to just continue doing something that they're not interested in. Like if somebody was paid to be a tarot reader and they've been doing it for a while and now they have to, this person, ooh, someone has a rebirth. Someone stole, someone smile in your face, want to take your place. Someone stole an inspirational person's words or reading. And while they were doing their reading, something about them, they had epiphany, something about them changed. It was maybe not during the reading, or it could be during the reading, they just realized that while they were repeating someone's words in the reading, something in them, a light bulb moment happened, which which like made them wake up. It's like they had fun before just being paid to mimic someone or steal someone's content. But something, one of the readings they stole woke them up. Oh, woke them up. One of the readings they stole woke them up. Let me, no, you know I gotta clarify this. Where they do this at where you don't clarify this? What is going on here? What is this? I want to know. I'm nosy now. What is this telling me? Someone had an awakening with a video they stole, or they were listening, spying on someone's, it was listening to a message and it woke them up. But this is somebody that could have also been stealing your content, somebody's content, or pretending to be an inspirational person. Page of Wands. This is somebody that did not just say, I wanted to clarify that. This is somebody taking somebody's ideas. The Page of Wands, meaning they're not even the Queen of Wands or King of Wands messenger. This is a Page of Wands. This is somebody, I just said I wanted to clarify this. This is somebody that's not doing the work, the shadow work. They're just getting paid to put out the message. This is a page of once. This is somebody that doesn't know anything about the message, like truthfully know the message. They're just telling the truth because they know it's a truth teller's message. This is a truth teller's message that they're taking, interpreting, and then putting it out so they can make money. I told you, this is somebody that was just taking your message and posting it. And now, look, it's wands that they're carrying on their back. They've been posting your messages. They've been posting, stealing people's content and posting it, but never was taking the message in. They were just posting it and just talking. Okay? No passion. Okay? Now they're putting down those wands. It's a burden to pretend to be something that they're not. They're not really into tarot. They're not really, it's not their passion. But it's so weird that they got an idea off of putting it away. They're like, you know what? This person, oh, never mind. Okay. Anyway, the hermit, the hangman. New perspective. I told you they had an epiphany. They had a new perspective, or there's like an epiphany. Like something's just like, wait a minute. Something in the message gave them a new perspective that it made them, wait a minute, they could be doing something different. They could be actually doing something they love, but they're getting paid to do something that from somebody else's talent. This is hermit mode. They went into hermit mode and thought about it. And now they're going in a new direction, starting something new. Okay. But I don't know if this is in the future or if this has already happened to someone. But the page of wands, the hermit and the hangman, this person is now seeing a new perspective because of a message they stole. But I didn't see the theft card. It's a message, or like I'm saying, when I say stole it, it means that they're just repeating everybody else's talking point because all they do is go through different people's videos and they see if everybody's resonating, then they're going to say those talking points. Some of these people, they're on camera, but they don't show cards. Okay. They don't show the cards being shuffled. Some people show the cards already on the table, and that's all they do is just show cards that are already on the table. Okay. And then some people only show their face, but don't never show their cards when they're shuffling. I don't understand. You can show your face. What's wrong? Why can't you have the camera showing the cards? I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Why not even show the card? Let's say you can't show the table. You can only show your face. Well, then why not show the card that if you're shuffling, why not show us the cards? This is why that's my opinion. My opinion. Let me keep going. Five of Cups. Wow. This is somebody in sorrow. Oh. This is why they say it's not good to be stealing other people's things. This person, somebody left them. They lost someone. That's why they put down okay. That's why they were in hermit mode. This person lost someone, a relationship or a family member or something. They lost a friendship. Oh, whoa. It says someone lost a child too. A baby? They lost a baby, a child. This person that has been stealing content or just repeating other people's talking points, they just went through a sorrow and they put them in hermit mode. And I think they didn't want to go back to taking your using your content. They know see, they're in sorrow, and they were in hermit mode when they were in sorrow. Okay, something happened, maybe a broken relationship. It doesn't mean, it doesn't have to be that they lost a child or a baby. It's just that, or maybe this person had a miscarriage, or the lover, the love of their life didn't want to have a baby with them, or had a baby with them, and maybe they aborted, or something happened here, that this person is now seeing a new perspective while they were in their hermit mode. They didn't have a choice but to go into hermit mode because they had just had a loss of a relationship. Wow. Wow. This said this person had every they had the person that left them kept their options open, chose someone else. Wow. And the crazy part is that the person that they wanted is going towards the someone they think is their soulmate, or they're going towards their family, their soul tribe. So there's someone here that has been pretending to be inspirational, but taking other people's talking points. That person is in sorrow. Why? Why are they in sorrow? Why are they in sorrow? What did I say? What did I say? It's because of a lover. I didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? And the high priestess right on the bottom. I knew that before it even happened. I knew that. I am a high priestess, and I'm never going to reject that. This was hidden, and I found that in 3 cards. How did I find that in just this message was hidden? I told you. I know it. I told you. It was because of a lover. Somebody left. And now this lover is going towards either somebody, they're going towards their soul tribe. And this person is now regretting. Wow. They're now regretting what they did. What goes around comes around. That's what's happening. They couldn't get this person to stay, even if that person was just like them, a thief or just a karmic. This person is keeping their options open. They're leaving. They're going to find love elsewhere. So when you are pretending to be something you're not, the other person is going to get that energy and feel like, okay, this is just a phony. This is fake. Yeah. This person, it says the 7 of Cups, meaning that this person is keeping their options open, and they're going towards someone else. They've had time to think about it, because we have the Hermit right under there. And this person is kind of like wishing and praying that this person will come back. But this is a karmic energy, because a thief, somebody pretending to be spiritual and telling the truth, but using other people's talking points, you're eventually, the energies are eventually going to catch up to you, because you're stealing or taking from someone else that actually could be benefiting from their own work. So if you've been making money off of somebody else's work, off of somebody else's idea, and hoping that nobody knows because they might be in isolation, you're hoping, you're hoping that you take their idea, you put them in isolation, and you take new ideas, new epiphanies, new perspectives from this person. It says that you're eventually going to get the karma you deserve, because when you wish for them to for their partner, or whatever is going on here, Well, obviously it's become a burden. Okay. Be careful what you wish for someone else's demise or for somebody else's lover, because eventually, your lover might go to somebody else. Even if they come back to you, you're gonna. There's heartbreak. Mm. Five of Cups. This person may also have been somebody that I'm just saying. There's somebody here where if your love interest kept their options open, this person that is stealing your content or blocking your content could have been sleeping with your ex as well. I'm just gonna put it right there. You have somebody that your ex is leaving. Your ex is leaving somebody that was trying to stop your new beginning, or trying to stop your new ideas or new beginnings. So if they're stealing your content or stopping your content, they're about to have a serious rude awakening about a lover. Something. It's a love interest. I don't know what's going on there. I just said that was one of the hidden energies. And I actually said that this is somebody that has lost a lover. And then the lovers came out. Yeah. And that was hidden. I didn't know that before. Before I turned on the camera, I did not know about this reading. I didn't know what it was going to show me. Okay. I try not to predict anymore. I used to predict. I used to ask the energies to help me predict what I was going to see before I saw it, and I would put it in my title. But that was years ago. That was my first, when I first had my first channel, okay, which had almost 10,000 subscribers. And I was actually getting paid for at least 4 months of those when I got monetized on that channel, until the situation with 2020 happened, and then that dwindled to like only $100, and then it stopped, and then the subscribers just stopped showing up. So, but it had almost 10,000. I mean, yeah, almost 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, but that was the old channel, and that was in 2018. This one's not even 1,000. For some reasons, almost 5 years, and this platform has made it their mission that I do not reach 1,000. They've made it their mission. They've done everything possible that I don't make money off of my own work. Okay. And we all know that tarot readers, people like clicking on titles that matches the energy that they're looking for. And my titles match the energies. Yet people without titles have more views than me. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. I'm still going to keep every video. If I think about what this channel is doing, the YT is doing, I'm going to mention it. Anyway, Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Past issues. They landed on past issues. Them watching you. That's going to be in the thing of the past. Them closely being close enough to watch you. Okay. That's going to be a thing in the past in the future. And they don't like that. They don't like that. But it's the truth. I don't care. Who cares if they like it or not? We don't. Okay. That's a past issue you had with this situation, is somebody watching you, even the person stealing your content, watching when you post. Okay. With the Hermit here, your idea and their Hermit, it looks like somebody's stealing your idea and isolating your content, meaning that they're blocking it. Okay. Because the Hermit talks about isolation, talks about going within. All right. So when you go within, this person sees what you went with. They take you to, like, okay, you have a night, you're a speaker. Okay. And you want to speak about something, you go within and you get that information and you go and put it out. You post it because it's a new perspective on something. Well, this person was still in that new perspective. on whatever it is that you had a new perspective on. Okay. And they're putting it out as if they came up with that new perspective. Okay. That's a thief for you. Well, they're about to go through some type of heartbreak. King of Swords. Yeah. And the King of Swords is sideways on the Four of Pentacles, means that this person is not going to have such a grip, not full control. They're going to lose some of the control on controlling your finances in the future. They're losing some control because it's not upright. Okay. So they're losing half of their control, meaning that they may be able to influence certain things with your money, but they won't have full control of it like they do um, currently, or well, in the future. It looks like they don't have full control, especially when it came to the um, one example of them losing control on something they try to control is the food stamps. When they thought they can control that, when the government thought they can stop that too, they shut it down, not understanding that they need to do their homework because the taxpayers already paid for the food stamps to go through. So you really can't stop it because it came out of the taxpayers' dollars. You can't say, "Oh, it's part of the federal the treasury." I mean, you can't say it's part of the federal shutdown. And that's embarrassing when people in high places don't do their homework, don't read, don't have more knowledge than the people that they're over, that they're governing. That's embarrassing. If I had been chosen as one of their cabinets, I would have to apologize to the whole world to be part of a team that is that that are being picked just because they got a big mouth or a lot of money. But the truth is not in these people, and education is a big problem for these people. That's crazy. That's embarrassing to be part of a team, a cabinet, or a team of people that shut down something without doing their homework on, wait a minute, you can't shut this down. So the fact that it was even shut down tells me a lot about who's governing this country, and that the people have to speak up and say, wait a minute, this is not part of the government shutdown. To even shut it down, the person that pulled the switch on shutting that down, imagine, that's an idiot. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. That's an idiot. For the person, it's almost like having a light switch. And then people, you hear people say, "Oh, it's the sun's out." Let's say it's pitch black outside. You have the light switch on, but somebody comes in. A lot of people come in that don't like to see they don't want to see your light on, but they come in here to trick you that the sun is out. It is pitch black outside. But they come in because they don't like the light on. They come in and say, "Hey, the sun's out. Turn that light off." And you're like, "Oh, okay." You turn, even though you know. But it's so weird. There are the right people that would know that the sun wasn't out or not in place. But the people that are told, "Hey, turn that off. Turn the light off. The sun's out." And they're like, "Oh, okay. La, 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 la. Just turn it off." And it's pitch black. That's literally what they did. They didn't even look out to see, hey, the sun's not out. They just turned off the light switch. It's a bunch of dummies. I'm telling you, these are a bunch of dummies that work for the government. For them to even turn that light switch down without looking outside first means they didn't do their homework. They didn't educate themselves. They weren't smart enough to go and look it up to see if that's something they should do. They didn't even look out the window. They just like, oh, you told us to shut it down? Turn it off. They didn't even check. That's the same thing. These people that turned the light switch off on the food stamps didn't even do their homework to know, hey, we can't do that. But it took the people that don't have the job to speak up and say, hey, wait a minute, you can't do that. It boggles me. It is really weird who we have running the country. A bunch of weirdos, a bunch of followers, not a bunch of thinkers, I promise. Just a bunch of people that just want to look good having the job. Superficial. Bunch of superficial people. Page of Wands. Bunch of surface level people. That's it. Just want to look good in their uniform, their suit, and their tie or whatever. All right. So, what is your thoughts regarding this situation? What are their thoughts regarding the situation of you not feeling sad? I mean, not being bothered. What is their thoughts on that? How do they feel about that? It says the wrong deck. I guess it's this deck. How do they feel about that? What are their thoughts about you not being bothered? Oh, it's a lot of cards. Please and thank you. Just give me a couple of cards. One or two. All right. Ooh, drama. They don't like it. They don't like it one bit. They don't like it. So, what are their thoughts? Your thoughts? Their thoughts regarding you not being bothered? They just want. They're going to start drama. They're going to start. If they can't bother you, they're just going to try more stuff. I think their next goal is to try more drama. That's it. That's in their brain. How do we start more drama? How do we keep? What do we do next to cause more problems? Why is it that their thoughts are because you're not bothered is to cause drama in your life? Something else to happen with your vehicle, your home, your family, like what is this? In their thoughts, that's all they can think of is how to cause more drama in your life because you're not bothered. Why is that the card that comes out? The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. And we have that image in here. Let me see. Because, the cards like to fly out. Clarify the Knight of Swords. We talked about the superficial people. Get out of here. Wow. These are the superficial people. I just said clarify the Knight of Swords. It's saying the people that I just described running the government. These superficial people. These are the ones that are going to try to make it where they find more drama, stir up more drama. If their government is turning off the food stamps, so it's going to start some type of drama. Quick drama. People stealing, people robbing, some type of drama. That's why they shut it off. They wanted some type of drama. If they can't get you to be suffering, they can't get you to feel bothered. What to do next? Cause drama. That's all in their head. That's all they can think about to do to you. And the high priestess came out twice. If you didn't know, now you know. These are superficial people sitting in high places. And some of them are around your neighborhood dressed up to go to their gatherings or their businesses or their jobs, and they're superficial. These people help them keep the drama going in your communities. And they give them positions of power working in social services, police department, health services, WIC. They give these people positions of power to be in leadership, but they know what they're there for. They're not really, these people are not awakened to doing the right thing. Okay, they're just doing their job, and they love their titles. Not all of them. I'm talking about the ones that are there to make sure they stir up drama. Okay, these people, they're like social services. They have people there that they feel high and mighty because they get to steal children. They get to rob people of their happiness in their home life and snatch babies. And these doctors and nurses, social workers can come in there and just bother a newborn baby and this mother fresh out the wound, fresh out the womb, which is when the woman gives birth, it looks like a big old wound down there because a lot of blood's coming out, and the social worker is in there that same day within 12 hours, within 24 hours, causing stress to some mothers. I've seen it with my own eyes. Seen it with my own eyes with my sister, how they did my sister. I'm never going to forget. Never going to forget. And they had no just cause because I helped her win her case, and they got mad at me and started falsifying documents. So it is what it is. But you give them a position of power, and they feel like they can start drama. If they want your kid, or if they have a friend that wants your kids, guess what they might do? Because they have a position of power. All they got to do is just put in a word or two, put a message out. Oh, you want her kids? You want his kids? Okay, we'll have people say they did this, or put something in their way, or send them this person that's they it's kind of like they know if you're a single mom, they may send somebody they know that's a jerk, but that jerk's gonna act like they like they're somebody anyway. Take whatever, these things will fall into place the way they fall into place in your life, in your story. You know exactly what I'm talking about if you've been through something with these type of people where they use their position of power and abuse it, but they love that they're wearing the uniform, the title, and all that. These are the ones that are running things, but the truth is not in them. Okay. All right, so let me show you the image of the Knight of Swords. I was going to do that. There's a page. The Knight of Swords is something where somebody's coming in with drama. Like, okay, let me show you what the image looks like. Man, I keep burping. Oh yeah, let me show you the um man. It's kind of weird how they depict the Nine of Swords, where somebody really just wants you to hold your head and be crying. Okay, but it's upside down for you, right? And we already seen that. I just wanted to show you that whenever they depict that card of Nine of Swords, it's okay. Here we go with the Knight of Swords energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. This is that drama. Okay, they may go out and have somebody slander your name. Okay, now that I'm seeing the image, okay, this is like drama. Okay, what do we do to turn this? They want to see this upright. The Nine of Swords, with you crying. You know, If they steal your children, you're devastated. You're weeping, sobbing. If they do something to your vehicle, and you can't get to work, you're afraid of losing your job. It's like they want you. Or if you lost a lover and the lover went to somebody else or left you for a friend or family or left you for same gender or whatever, it's like they want you to feel devastated and you are unbothered. You're unbothered. So what do they do? What's on their mind? More drama. How do we get more drama in? This is what they do. This is on their mind. These are people that think they are the shit. Okay? They think that they're it, that they can control your life with just a message. Okay? All they gotta do is call someone, send a text, send a message, a voicemail or something, sign a signature, falsify documents. Mm, this is drama. It says these are people that are superficial. Knight of Swords. I just talked about superficial people, and then I said, clarify the Knight of Swords. And it literally just said, is these superficial people that bring the drama. And I just said they're the ones doing it. I said they're the ones doing it, cutting off the food stamps and stuff before the Knight of Swords. Okay, before the Knight of Swords was clarified, I talked about the Page of Wands being a superficial person. I clarified the Knight of Swords, and the superficial card came out of the superficial people. Now, like I said, I usually like predicting my readings in the past, but I don't anymore. I told myself to stop doing that so I can see fresh messages. I got tired of predicting things um, years ago and wanted to just, I really, it's like I got tired of that energy and I wanted to just be able to just say whatever comes out in the reading because I felt like it was taken away. I felt like it was always bringing up my situation. Okay. And I didn't want that because predicting stuff sometimes used to always seem like it was talking about me. And so I told myself to pull back on that. It took a while, but as of today is when I started to like realize I stopped doing that for years. And it's okay. It's okay. I need to predict when it's time to predict. But when I want to do a reading, I want to do fresh eyes on fresh cards, even telling me things I may have already known. But a lot of this stuff, I didn't know about this being in the energies over there. But we definitely know about the people that work for the state and the city and how they act. When you're not bothered about something, they send someone to cause drama. It says they do. That's their thought. It's like, what do we do next? How do we bring drama to them if they're not bothered? So right now, next year, last year, that's all they think about when you're not bothered. What else to do to you? It's not just you, it's everyone that they're bothering. Okay? How do they get you to feel bothered about what they're doing with the King of Swords energy, the harsh hand of the law, cruelty, being very cruel? If it's not working, because they're sideways right now, they're not upright right now. They're sideways. Their sword is sideways. Some of them need a rest. Some of them need to be arrested, and some of them need to be put to rest. That's what it's saying. It's saying that the King of Swords, there's three ways we can look at the arrest, or they need to They need a rest, meaning that they're tired. They need to go sleep. They need to take a break. Sit down, get off your high horse or get off the stage, pretty much. Or some of them need to be put to rest. That's what the universe is saying because some of them are too cruel for society to survive as a whole. Some of these people, they don't have to be major leaders, okay? But these are people that hold high places. They need to go lay down, sleep, okay? Whew. Uh-oh. Mmm. Wow, somebody is thinking, oh, there's somebody that is thinking that they need to bring, they think that you might be superficial. Okay. They're thinking just because you want to be you want to be seen as well, because they're being seen, okay? But because you want to be seen as well, they want to send drama your way, okay? So if you're an inspirational speaker, but you dress nice, you look good, smell good, whatever it is, or you sound nice, you have a um, nice platform, or you're just a speaker, you have a nice business, they want to send drama your way. Okay, if they send somebody in your chat or somebody to your business, wherever, or to your home, or through your bills, your appliances, or they want to send drama somehow. Okay, somehow, some way, they want to send drama your way, even if it's yeah, it could be anything. Um, wow, just because you're not bothered, they're like, who do you think you are? Wow, because you're speaking and you have confidence, they're like, you're not one of us. Who do you think you are? Wow, because you're the real deal. You can look good and speak the truth and inspire people. They don't like that. They want to send drama your way. So if you're a speaker and you're confident and you dress nice or look nice, they're bringing drama your way. That's what they say. That's their thought. That's the only thing on their mind is how to bring more drama your way if you're not bothered. How dare you speak with confidence? How dare you be a good looking speaker? Hmm. How dare you look good while you're traveling? How dare you look good while you're walking to the store? How dare you look good while you're walking to your vehicle or walking down the street? I just heard walking down the street. Anyway, wow. Wow. These people, this is why they did the shutdown. A lot of the shutdowns. This was just drama. A lot of you are confident. A lot of you are speaking the truth. A lot of you are just wanting to put out your own ideas, and they're bringing drama your way. So they decided to use the highest court and use that to bring drama. So they government jobs, they brought drama, cut that off, make problems, make you cry, and then some of you not even bothered. They did that. Some of you are like, okay, well, everybody's getting fired at the same time. Oh well. Some of you, yeah, it made you cry, and some people, but now you're not bothered by them just taking away things, and this bothers them. They're heartbroken that the food stamps was back on. I promise you, they're trying to hold tight to your money. They've done everything to break your heart. If you're a single mom, they made sure they put all kinds of temptations in your way, your partner's way, to reroute them somewhere else. Okay? When you're working for trust me, when I say they, everybody knows what I'm talking about. If you're a truth teller, if you're a high priestess or high priest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, this is not for you. Okay? You need to do some shadow work. Go discover your high priestess and high priest energy. Go figure that out. Go into hermit mode. Okay? Because I'm not going to explain what I mean. Everybody that's a truth teller knows exactly what I mean when I say they. I don't need to break that down or who they is when it comes to people trying to block your love life and your money. Anybody that's in their high priestess and high priest energy knows exactly what I'm saying. I don't need to break that down in this video. If I do, you're not the right one for this video. You need to go and do your shadow work. You still got some learning to do. That's what I'm saying. Whoever sees this video, you know, I'm not going to explain too much. I can't do that because it makes no sense to explain so much when you should be awakened to this stuff. Yeah, they're watching you go towards your Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, with the Page of Swords, who was on the Page of Swords, they're watching you. And as soon as I saw the Page of Swords, these fell on it. They're watching you go towards your Queen of Pentacles, or they know or hear you saying that your idea is going to make you a Queen of Pentacles. They don't like it. This is why they want you to be bothered. This is why they bring drama. They want you to be confused, distracted. And really, they watch you because they want to take your place. I see superficial right here. And then you have somebody that's superficial that wants to act like they want a relationship with you. So there we have 3 wands and then an extra wand. But it's so crazy because you have 3 wands and somebody wants to pretend, wow, you're holding on to a wand. Yeah. Here it shows you holding on to that wand. They do not want you to hold on to your own idea. So they're bringing drama your way. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. They know if you hold on to that wand, that eventually that wand's going to bring you to your status. Yeah, it's going to bring you to your status. Yeah, people are going to talk about you, want to be near you, want to smell you, want to shake your hand, want to hug you, want to kiss you, just want to be near you. But when you wear style, when you wear your message and style, it's the truth. But when these people wear their messages and style, they go in there with superficial energy. And these are the same ones bringing drama your way. They said that it says here that when you do step into your calling and you're looking good, they're still going to try to figure out how to take you down. This never leaves their mind, it says. How to cause drama. Wow. From the top down, from the highest court, they try to figure out how that's all that's in their brain. How to cause more drama in the world and in your life, your personal life, and to the world itself. There are people in higher places, plotting how to cause drama to a whole city, to a whole community, to a whole state, like to a whole country. These people in high places, they just want to know how they can start drama. That's all that's in their head. Mm, mm, mm. Why is that what's crowning these people's head? That is the craziest thing. I'm going to start drama in your love life or in your family. Oh, okay. What's that? Ooh, the devil card. Options here. And the devil card comes out. What I say. And some of you were giving to people that were putting out messages, but were in devil energy. Okay, you were giving when these people will put out, these superficial people will put out messages, they wanted your money. This was the only reason they wanted your messages. I mean, the only reason they wanted your money is okay, you sit on a pew and they get paid. So their messages meant they got paid, or that, you gave them some of your money. You gave to them. They put out their message, you gave. Okay. But the thing is that when you're a truth teller, when you go into a platform, okay, when someone is in devil energy, okay, and they're in poverty, they decide that, okay, this person decide they're going to steal your messages so people can give to them. But this person is not spiritual. Okay. They're not, they're they know that if they can read the cards right, they can tell the truth. But their life is a different story. Their real life is a different story. Okay. They know that if they can study and read the cards and they know that they can make money, this is why they're doing it. People in devil energy that are in poverty, they're like, okay, let's take this tarot, let's take inspirational videos or make inspirational videos and get paid. But there are people that actually do these readings that if they get paid, they still do it for the truth. People in devil energy, they only do it to get paid. Like I said, my channel, because I put out my content, it is a content that generates money on most of these platforms. You can make money off of these videos, off of tarot videos. This is why I want to get paid for what I do. But I don't put them out to get paid. I put them out so that I can give you a new perspective and help you out. I live that way too. No one pays me to inspire my family. No one paid me to inspire my past exes on what kind of job to get, which path to take, who not to hang around, who to hang around. No one paid me for all the stuff I do in real life. So I go on the internet. I'm like, okay, I'm doing readings for almost 2 years. I think it's almost 2 years. I didn't realize I can get paid, and I had so many people, over 10,000 people watching my videos for over a year before I realized, oh, I can monetize. See, that means I didn't start it that way. I didn't start it for money. I wasn't even thinking about money. No one educated me about it. So I just started off doing tarot before I even knew that you could get paid for it. That's how I started. But the fact that I'm aware that I can get paid for it, why wouldn't I want to get paid for it? I'm still the same me. As I started off not knowing I can get paid for it. And over a year, I put out readings and I was still putting them out. I didn't know I could monetize. But there were people that actually were donating, and I actually just was thankful that they were doing that. And I would give them extra readings and stuff because they were paid. They were paying so much um, for one reading. Okay, but there was a lot of donations. Okay, um, that was a long time ago. Hmm. Yeah, but I wasn't monetized. That's crazy. But yeah, that's a whole year I could have been getting paid, being monetized, but I didn't know. But see, that's how you know when some of these people start their inspirational readings, their goal was to make money off of it. That's devil energy. Okay. A lot of people that are really telling the truth, they wanted to tell their story. Okay. And they found this was their niche. So anyway, um, all right. Um, how these people see you? How do these people see you? How do these people see you? As the fool, someone that takes risks, takes chances. They see you as a fool as well. Hmm. Some of them see you as a fool, but then some people see you as a risk taker, as somebody that doesn't mind new beginnings, doesn't mind taking chances, and you're loyal. We have the dog here. You don't mind taking chances because you're loyal. You don't mind taking a risk on someone that you're loyal to. Okay. And you also, I think you're also someone that's okay. You don't mind exploring new things, new places, trying new things. Okay, this is how people see you. They also see you as a fool because you're like they're thinking they wouldn't do that. Okay, and some people think if you're doing tarot, you're taking a risk because you may cause religious people to not like you, and I'm trying to figure out how I care about that, but that's just I'm just talking about the reading. Okay, not really. I really don't give a damn. But the thing is that they're also seeing that you take a lot of risks. Okay, um, you're willing to take risks to see the necessary risks. Okay, you're willing to see where something will lead you. That's how a lot of people see you. Okay, that's how they also these people see you. But some of them may see you as a fool. You know, you're willing to take a risk on something that they feel like it's not worth it, but you're willing to see something through or see if something works out. Okay. Um, some of the things that you do, they're like hell no. Some of the things that you do, these people may see as no. Some of these people they see it as some of the risks that you take. You had no weapons, like you had no physical weapons when you took these risks. Like when you was confronted with this certain thing, you didn't have the necessary weapons to fight it, but yet this certain thing did not harm you or it did not do much damage. Okay. But with them, they see that situation as wow. In that situation, they would have had weapons. They would have had family and friends. They would have had, you name it, they would have had these things in place. They would have had groups. For some of the stuff that you have handled yourself, they would have needed an army or groups to help them conquer it or weapons. Most of the things that they think you take risk on, they feel like they would not do those things unless they had a group, a weapon, or an army. Wow. Wow. It says the truth's coming out in the reading. So clarify the Fool card. King of Swords comes out at the bottom with the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, clarify the Fool card. Ooh. I was wanting I was I was wanting the High Priestess to come out. I literally wanted the High Priestess to come out. I was asking, is this something that's also hidden? I wanted the High Priestess to come out and to tell us that this is hidden energy, just to prove that no one told me this. I just discovered this in this reading. Like everything I'm hearing in new stuff and the High Priestess comes out. And this deck of cards is like, no, put this down, get this. So wow. I was actually wanting the High Priestess energy to come out and clarify the Fool card. The King of Swords came out with the Hierophant. Okay. But it didn't come out. I mean, I saw it. I saw it in well, did it come out? Well, it fell out and I wasn't done shuffling. But the high priestess comes out, it flies out and says, "This is something you did not know." Even a king of swords that think that they have so much knowledge. This king of swords is thinking that your knowledge is the reason you're brave. They're thinking there's no other way that you can take these risks, all these risks, when the king of swords literally needs an army or a group or a corporation or a cult or a congregation. They literally need those things in order to take some of the risks that you have taken. Even telling the truth is a risk for some of them, because they risk, if somebody is let's say they're a pastor, but they don't have to pay taxes on some of the things that they're building. The building, they can go tax free, right? Well, if they told too much of the truth, they risk losing those fundings, those little treats that they get, the trinkets that they get for keeping the building open to get you to bring money to them. That's that devil energy. That's that devil energy that's keeping them stuck. This is the king of swords. They know that there's it's only the Hierophant energy, but it also talked about the king of swords being someone that is in a high position, a teacher or leader, but also someone that's teaching spirituality. So it also talks about, like I said, a pastor could be getting paid by the government with little treats here and there, and they know that they cannot tell you the full truth, because telling you the full truth will make your community come out of poverty, and they know that they will lose their trinkets, their little treats, if they say so much truth that the community can pick themselves up and thrive. They will lose their funding. So they're tied to the government or people that are giving them these little treats to keep their communities in poverty, continue giving to them as they speak their messages, as they say their, little prayers and whatever they're doing. They got to keep this money going. So they say the messages they're supposed to say, their speeches, they put out their messages, and then you pay them. That's how they get paid. They got you begging. You're on your knees. And where do people get on their knees? Same place they pay. They pay these people. Same place they pay these people is the same place they're on their knees. They're not getting any money standing up. They're getting money on their knees. That's the card that comes out for this message, tied to the devil card of people that are superficial. And there's a lot of drama when people are superficial. A lot of drama in that environment, a gossip as well, because they're tied to a certain system, a contract. Oh man, oh well. This message is going to reach or not reach whoever it has to reach. I really don't. I really don't have any hope on this, on the platforms that I posted on. They are determined to not show my videos or let anyone, or let my videos generate to more than 30 people. So if anybody finds this message, then it's for you. If you didn't find it, it's because they blocked it. They don't want you to see it. There's nothing I can do about it. I put the message out like the 9 of Wands here. I'm just determined to get the right people to hear this message so they can be enlightened. Okay? Yeah. But yeah. Anyway. Um. Anything else? Mm-mm. Guess I'm done. Oh, I wanted to throw in some of these other cards. I don't know if it's going to ruin the message, but oh well. If it does, it does. I got other cards I wanted to use. I got other cards I wanted to use. Um, all right. So this is going to be it's either going to tie into the message or it's separate, but I'm just going to do a bonus for this reading. But you don't have to watch it. It's going to be part of this reading though. It's just a bonus. You don't have to take it. Um, if it don't pertain to you, leave it. If you only want to look at the card reading, that's fine. There's no pressure. No pressure. I'm not forcing anyone to watch my videos. But if you watch it and it helps you, it helps you. All right. Okay. So I wanted to add like these cards and see what comes out. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle it a little bit. This is not enough space to do all that. I wish I had brought a pillowcase so I can. Oh, man, this sucks big time. I thought this was gonna be big enough. All right, whatever. If the card falls out, it's gonna come out. You know, it's gonna fall out anyway. All right. All right, so this is part two of the same reading, but it may not even pertain with the reading. It may be another message. Since I'm just going to give you a bonus reading for this message, for this not divinely led. Okay, so someone is not divinely led. Oh well, it's already starting. We just talked about people that are superficial. Okay, so if your future person and your friends and family, somebody is not divinely led. Okay, and it could be your future person or your family and friends. Like that's very ironic that it would say that. Hmm. You deserve better. Wow. You deserve better. Wow. That's kind of odd. Make a video about this. Hold on, let me get it. This is make a video about this. What? Not divinely led. This future person. You deserve better. All right. Oh, all right. Might be it for this deck right here. Uh, uh, something about a separate platform. A separate platform. A separate platform. Secret. Okay, there's a secret platform for immigrants only, and it's a secret. Oh, here we go. The high priestess. So there's a separate platform for immigrants only, and it could be that American people that are American, don't know about it, and it's on purpose. They have a separate platform, so and it says check your bank account. Check your bank account. All right, you deserve better. Check your bank account. All right. Something about a pilot, and something about Washington. Okay. Mm, what's that about? Something about a good neighbor. I just thought about a commercial. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Like a good neighbor. Oh. A community. It says good neighbor and then community comes out. A community. Good neighbor. Hmm. The number 4. Hmm. I don't know if it's 4 good neighbors. I don't know what that means. The number 4. Something about a clinic. Good neighbor, a community for something. About a clinic. Maybe a community is good for is needs a clinic. Maybe the whole community needs a clinic. Yeesh. Okay. A religious person deceased. So there's a religious person. Didn't I just say that earlier about the King of Swords being sideways? Didn't I just say that? I literally just said the King of Swords sideways. Acceptance. Someone that's deceased. They're accepting. It's like someone that's deceased is accepting. Someone's accepting a religious person that's deceased. A religious person that is this that is deceased. Someone's someone is finally accepting that. Okay. Oh, oh, a religious person that's deceased um may have passed away due to like s- uh, um a fatal illness. Okay, because we have clinic, a religious person deceased, and acceptance. So it could be that the person that's deceased is accepting is now an acceptance of why, um, or maybe their congregation is accepting. Mhm. It's a religious person though, somebody that's deceased is accepting why they're gone, and they're religious. So this religious person may have also known that some of the things they were doing, and I'm seeing that it's somebody that died of something fatal, an illness that I'm okay. This is somebody that was on the down low. They kept going to the clinic, but there is it's like they've accepted that they're gone. This is somebody that was religious. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's what I heard. They may have had four partners. Okay. One more card from this deck before I get another one. And it could have been that this person, get the freak out of here. Stop it. I put the cards down and I saw this. It says more than a decade ago. And I saw that. I was like, okay, it's saying that this religious person was gone more than a decade ago. So this person, okay. So you would know if this is, if you're recognizing some of the things in here, something about a pilot in Washington or something like that. Maybe something about a clinic. Maybe they didn't die there that way. Maybe they passed away on a plane. Okay. But more than a decade ago, something. But as soon as I took the word more than a decade ago, because it called out to me to put it on the table, why does it say a pastor? Why does it say pastor? Didn't we just talk about a pastor in the pastors right here? What are the odds that it says a religious person deceased more than a decade ago? And as soon as something says, hey, well, put the card of more than a decade ago on the table, right behind it is the word pastor. I just talked about a pastor earlier. The reading is like, yeah, that's who it is. I'm gonna put these on the side so I won't have to keep looking at the words because I need more cards. This is wild. So my reading is talking about, so it was already telling us what was going on in card form and now in index card form. So if you don't like tarot cards, I don't know what you find bad about index cards, because we use those in school and in college, index cards. But I guess writing words on it could make, if you're using it to interpret people's lives, I guess that's going to be bad, okay? Because you can't use cards, you got to use a book named Bible. But, that's just, that's religious, you know. If you use index cards and put words on it, oh my gosh, that's spooky. But if you use books, which are paper, and you put words on it, then it's fine. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta stop being dumb out here. Really gotta stop. Paper is paper. Words written on small paper, but you're using it to predict the future. So is the book. Books are doing the same thing. Books tell about the past and the future, and literally Revelations. Revelations is supposed to be a book that tells you about the future, but we can't put it in index cards or in tarot cards because, woo, that's spooky. But you can put it in books as long as the books say Bible, then it's okay to put the future and the past. Okay. That particular religion, they can do whatever they want. They can talk about the future and the past in their books. But if we make little cards talking about the future and the past, it spooked them. It's spooky time. That it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. Anyway, let's keep going. Since we're talking about hypocrites, okay, not a side piece. So somebody was not a side piece. Okay, it could be saying that you was not a side piece to this pastor. Say, don't give up. Don't give up. You was not this pastor's side piece. So that's good. Okay. Excuse me. God, burping all the whole time there. Oh, what the freak. Gang stalking. Can't make this up. Don't give up. And then right after don't give up, gang stalking. Don't give up, even though they're gang stalking you. That literally says gang stalking. Like how many? I just pulled out, like this is more than 50 cards. Okay. And the other one was more than 50. So I pulled out over, it's like over about 300 cards so far. I put out 300 cards so far. And these are the words that come out of only 300 cards. And I have over 1,000 cards. Over 1,000 cards. And gang stalking comes out as one of them. Pretending to like you. Pretending to like you. This is a gang stalker. A gang stalker pretending to like you. So there's at least someone you think is a good neighbor, or it could be saying that you're a good neighbor to this person. Okay. But this person is not divinely led. They're acting like a good neighbor, but they're pretending to like you. Right after gang stalking, it says don't give up. Even though you're being gang stalked, but there's somebody that's pretending to be a good neighbor, that's pretending to like you. There's somebody that you think is a good neighbor. And this person is pretending to like you. It said good neighbor over here, but it could be that you are the good neighbor. Mm-hmm. Pretending to like you, but it could be not at this time. Not at this time. Maybe you're not talking to this person. Maybe you're not close. So maybe not at this time. Maybe at this time they're not pretending to like you. Maybe you're just not dealing with anybody at this time. So they can't really pretend to like you if you're just staying away from, you're just keeping to yourself. Okay. So not at this time. It could be that they don't have a chance to pretend to like you because you're not getting close to them. It says not at this time. Mm. Someone's a pawn, and they could be a prison guard. This is a prison guard. You might also have a prison guard that's a pawn in their game, but they're a good person. Okay. You may have a prison guard that is they're just using this person. Okay. Oh no, this prison guard's still alive, but somebody actually tried to hurt them. There's a prison guard that somebody tried to hurt, but they're still alive. A prison guard. Wow. I wonder if they set prisoners on them, on this person, or other guards did this to them. But it said there's a prison guard that pretty much got attacked, but they're still alive. So there's still a prison guard. Wow, that's crazy. There's export restrictions somewhere. Let me get this off of here. Someone's in distress. Export restrictions and is causing some type of distress. Okay. Or this prison guard is under distress. They know they have to work there, but it could be stressing them out. Some type of prison guard is under distress or something, or some type of export is causing distress. All right. All right. So I'm going to end this video because it's getting too long. All right. I'm going to make a part 2 to it. Mhm. Let's see. I'm making a part 2 to this video. Let me see.